This morning, there is growing scrutiny over President Trump's skyrocketing income while in office. Nearly 1,000 pages of newly released financial disclosure forms reveal the president earned $2.2 billion in total income in 2025, $1.4 billion of which came from crypto and meme coin-related businesses. That includes more than $588 million from sales by World Liberty Financial, a crypto firm whose co-founders include the president and his sons. Those massive profits coming as the Trump administration loosened restrictions on the rapidly growing industry during his second term. Democrats are seizing on the disclosure, with Senator Elizabeth Warren on social media overnight urging the Senate to pass legislation to stop the president and his family from continuing to profit off crypto. Once a crypto skeptic.
Do you ever dabble in Bitcoin or cryptos?
I don't. I like the currency of the United States. I think it's, I think the others are potentially a disaster waiting to happen.
Trump embraced it during the 2024 campaign.
The United States will be the crypto capital of the planet.
The White House insists the president's actions are not a conflict of interest and that they've been in the best interest of the American people. The Trump Organization telling NBC News the breadth and depth of this filing further underscores our commitment to transparency. Still, past presidents have taken pains to avoid even the appearance of conflicts of interest, many placing their assets in blind trusts. The Trump Organization has said his assets are managed by third-party financial institutions with trades executed through automated technology. Before taking office in 2017, Trump argued he had the power to run his business as president, but would not do so.
I don't like the way that looks, but I would be able to do that if I wanted to.
Earlier this year, in an interview with the New York Times, the president was asked why he's now letting his children pursue business deals abroad. Because I found out that nobody cared. I'm allowed to, he said. I prohibited them from doing business in my first term, and I got absolutely no credit for it. The financial disclosure forms also reveal the president earned $80 million in income from settlements tied to his lawsuits against several media and tech companies. The report was more than 900 pages long, while former President Obama's final one was 8, and former President Biden's was 11. Greg.
Our senior White House correspondent, Gabe Gutierrez. Gabe, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.